Hey everybody, Shane here, and today on the workbench I am working on my own color palette for LEGO. And this is to help me kind of, as I'm building things and I'm going through new projects, I kind of want to be able to hold and look at the actual color that it's showing or that I'm thinking about using. So I wanted to make my own color palette. So what I did here is I took a 16 by 32 tan base plate from one of my old sets and grabbed that, and I went through and dug through my bins and bins of Legos, and I just picked out one of every color that I could find. I think there's still a few more colors out there that I have not gotten in here yet, but for the most part this is pretty much all of them that I currently have. And some of them I don't have all the right pieces. I was trying to get 1x2 bricks in each and every one of them, but again, that just was not possible for all of them, as a lot of the trans ones I only have 1x2s. I had this 1x2 brick, but then this I just put 3 tiles together, but just to kind of make it a little bit deeper to see that color. And having the 1x2s is nice because they're small, you can fit a lot on this plate at once, but they're also big enough that you can hold up against something and determine a color as well. But so again, I have some tiles for some of them. So I think this is going to fit pretty much all the ones that I have. And what I decided to do is I went ahead and ordered some 1x4 black tiles. Here's just a 2x4 black tile that I had. As you can see there, I put on there the LEGO name and the Bricklink name. Now let me explain that. Now what LEGO uses for color name isn't what Bricklink and AFOLs, adult fans of Legos, call the different colors. For example, a regular old red, I mean, this is normal red brick. There's nothing special or different about it. It's just red. So we call that red. Well, LEGO calls that bright red. They don't call that just red. Well, that's interesting. You know, metallized silver is chrome silver to us, and metallized gold is chrome gold. So they just do that. Look at here. Earth blue is dark blue. We call dark blue, but LEGO calls that earth blue. So they're all different, and what I trying to kind of piece all this together, I did find online this old color palette from 2016. So as of 2016, well, in 2016, these were all the different colors that LEGO produced that year. This was their color palette. I have not found anything more up to date than this. So this was something I've been using to try and figure out the different ones. So I mean, this is bright yellow, yes, and then we've got a regular yellow, but some of these again are older colors. They don't all have them, but either way, I'm using this as some reference, and then I went ahead and found an LDRAW file that had all the colors. So I went ahead and pulled that into Excel and made it a little more easy to digest. I'll put a link to that down below if you're curious to see what all of the LEGO names are, to include the color number. And right next to it is the actual AFOL or Bricklink LEGO color name. And then on the right is going to be the hex code for each of these colors. So if you're looking to color code something in software, you can actually get that exact hex code color, I think it's called hex code, and be able to use that in your designs. So I just wanted to share it as a quick little thing that I'm doing. So I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to spend the next few evenings on labeling all of the 1x4 black tiles. I have a total of 60 that I ordered recently on Bricklink, and I'm going to go ahead and figure out all these different colors, and I might need to ask some help on the Discord and see if I can get all these labeled and have a nice color palette that I can have here in my office so that I can easily see what color is what name. So let's get to it, and I'll show you the final result. Okay, so here we are. I am about 3 days later, I guess it's been 3 evenings now that I've been working on this, and I now have all of my colors properly labeled. There was about, I think, 6 at the end that I just could not figure out, so I went on to Discord and was able to crowdsource a few of the last colors. I'm pretty sure they're all correct, but so as you can see, what I did is I went ahead and got these 1x4 black tiles, and I just used my label maker and printed these out. I got them all pretty much close. Some of them just a little bit bigger of text, but can still see them. So the top color name here is the official LEGO name, and the one underneath is the Bricklink / adult fan of LEGO AFOL color that we call them. So like earth green, dark green, earth blue, we call it dark blue, like just things like that. And then some that just have one name, it's the same for both what LEGO calls it and what we as fans of LEGO call it. But yeah, so these are, again, all the colors that I've kind of found in my collection that I wanted to go ahead and make into my color palette. You can see some here at the bottom. These are different sizes just because I didn't really have, there's an ant. And you can see more here to the bottom. There are a few here that are different sizes just because I couldn't find those in a 1x2. And then again, some of the transparent ones, I either only had like single studs or single plates, or I had 1x2 plates or tiles. So I just kind of went with what I have. I mean, again, this light tan or regular tan right here, and this is dark tan. I only have this. I don't have any actual 1x2s or anything like that. So I might end up ordering some of these in 1x2s eventually. But you see, I've got a few extra nameplates here because I ordered 60 for all of this, which would cover the whole thing. And I'm just using a simple 2x4 just so I can have my kind of legend there, LEGO name and Bricklink name. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share, this is my color palette that I'm going to have here in my shop. So if I'm ever curious on what exactly a color is, I can come here, reference it from my color palette, and kind of go from there. So thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, make sure you check the links down below. I'll put links for the sheet that I made to kind of categorize all these and some other resources down there. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Happy building.